There's just something about purple peppers that are so aesthetically pleasing. This is Pimenta Bela Purple. Ain't that beautiful? It's got a purple, obviously, purple color, and then you have like a peachy cream color in between the outer purple bumpy ridges. So this is a pepper from Matt's Peppers that he sent me, mattspeppers.com, and it's a variant. Well, first of all, it's created by Fox Peppers out of Portugal. So if you don't know, pimenta means pepper, Bella means lovely, and purple means purple. And he's out of Portugal. He's got his own site. I'll put that in the description, and then I'll also put Matt's seeds for this in the description. But it's a variant of the Fox Dark Naga. So I'm not sure what the genetics of the Fox Dark Naga are, but as most of you may know, the Naga is some sort of ghost pepper. So the Naga Morich, Naga Viper, Bootjalokia, Bedjalokia, those are all ghost peppers, more or less, from India. But this in particular is a thinner, more narrower variant from the Fox Dark Naga, which it's just thicker. You'd have to go look it up. I'll put a link to it just in the description, just in case you're curious. It's pretty intense looking. Looks like it would hurt you. But this right here is a lot smaller, a lot more narrow. I'm hoping it has a pretty good flavor. Usually things that are pretty don't always taste good, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll cut it in half, let you see what it looks like. These aren't ripe. I just brought these out here so you can kind of get an idea of what the shape looks like. So they ripen from green. You can still see the green in that. And then they hit purple first, and then when they're ripe, they'll reach this peach color. So, see the difference? Just in case you were curious. All right, so these have pretty thick walls. Or I wouldn't say thick walls, I'd say medium. Maybe it's because they're so wrinkly. They had a crunch to them. Whoa, you could smell that as soon as I cut it. They had a crunch to them that you could hear when you cut through it. If you've ever cut through like a thick super hot, it's got a little crunch to it. It's not no bell pepper, but they're not thin walls. I've had these for a while and they're not even soft yet. So it just goes to show, usually the thin walls go soft a lot faster because there's less water, and then the thicker walls, the opposite. So this is what the inside looks like. If I can get it open without dropping it. Just drop that other chunk. That's beautiful. Look at that white interior. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So it's pretty neat interior. I was trying to pull the stem off and I plucked the whole chunk there off, but whatever. This is enough to get the flavor. It's not like I ripped off the whole thing. So this is Pimenta Bela Purple. You can get this from mattspeppers.com or directly from the creator, foxpeppers.com. So oh man. It's a weird flavor profile there. I'm kind of waiting for the heat, see what kind of heat we're dealing with. That's too bright. Keep these on. Really slow building heat. Really slow. Like almost no heat at first. I was wondering if it was ever going to peak, or not peak, but build. It's hitting the back of the throat right now. Pretty good. Very ghost behavior for it to build so slow and to burn the back of the throat. That's just a ghost trait. If you've ever had any type of ghost pepper. But flavor wise, so it started out just very chinense flavor, very pepper forward flavor. If you've had multiple capsicum chinense peppers, they have their own species of flavor. Like they don't taste like Bacatum or Annuum or Frutescens. It tastes like chinense. So when I say chinense, unless you've eaten a lot of peppers, it may be hard for you to kind of grasp that concept. And then after that, once I kind of, because I was chewing on the side, once it kind of touched the center of my tongue, I tasted some brief bitterness and floral, and then I swallowed it, and it was just, it was more bitter than floral. Kind of ornamental pepper characteristic there. It's got a good burn. I would say this is about 1 million. Yeah, it's got a good kick to it. So that would be really good powdered, because if I remember correctly, they are prolific. And they'd make a really beautiful powder because they're purple and they're peach, and the interior is white. So like, it's very similar to like the Pimenta Lisa that I had recently this season. Man, it's got a kick, boy. Woo! It's building, man. Got me salivating a little bit, but it's a pretty sick shape, so it'd be good for a crossing project if you wanted to make a really cool pepper variety. Cross that with something good color, shape, crazy heat. Hitting my stomach pretty good. What else? You can make a sauce with that. You can do anything with that. It's not a horrible flavor. It's pretty catch-all. Floral, bitter, chinense, pepper flavor. Oh, citrus. There's definitely some citrus in there too. No sweetness at all though. Forget about it. Torching my throat. Dang, that's for a little pepper, man. That's got a kick. Jeez. I feel like I'm gargling lava now. Woo! It's hot. That's hot for a little pepper. Man, I did not expect that. My throat. Ooh, that's hot. That's more than 1 million. Sorry. That's more than 1 million. Might be 1.2 or higher. Especially for that small of a pepper. I mean, it's not small, it's pretty average pepper size. It's longer and thinner, makes you think it's smaller. It's actually a pretty good sized pepper. I don't know what he crossed into that, but geez, man. It's just straight throat burn. I can't stand throat burn. I'm not good with it. Mouth burn I can handle all day. Once it gets to the throat, I start to worry a little, man. Like that caramel Tiberius, oh man. I felt like it was just never gonna stop building. I was like 1 or 2 minutes in and it's just climbing. This is pretty hot too. I don't know if it's climbing or if it's peaked. It seems pretty steady. That's a scorcher. Son! Man, my tolerance ain't that low. There ain't no way. That's just a hot pepper. Ain't no other way. That is a hot pepper. Pimenta Bela Purple. Man, I'm getting a little endorphin rush. my like nose right here is kind of getting tingly. Yeah, it's very, very slight endorphins going on. I noticed this. For me personally, usually people get the tingly and then the pain drops. Usually me, it's like tingle and my face is vibrating, my lips are vibrating, my fingers are vibrating, everything's like tingly, kind of like when you hit your funny bone, your ulnar nerve, however you say it. That's what it feels like on my face. And I get that, and then way later, maybe a minute or two or longer, then the pain completely disappears. I don't get no rush from it. I don't feel like all high or anything like some people. It's just like the tingly, and then sometimes the pain drops. Sometimes it's not enough, so it just, the pain stays there. So you get the endorphins, they don't do anything for you. I don't know, it's like the start. So like the tingling on your face is the symptom of the rush, And I guess the result would be the release, the lack of pain, the pain relief would be the endorphin rush. Usually I don't get that. I just get the tingly and I don't get no pain relief. I just sit here and suffer. This has got me moving a little bit. Maybe I got it now. The pain in my throat feels a lot better now. I just feel it on my tongue. So pain pretty much dropped. So maybe you can say the burn ended, or maybe it's endorphins. I don't know, man. I don't get like euphoria like some people get. It's just a bunch of pain. Sometimes I get some tingling, but usually I just got to ride it out. So that was all throat burn, but it definitely peaked or dropped, whatever you want to call it. That is pretty hot. I would give that a, honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably 8 or 9. 8 or 9. Maybe 8. I'll give it 8.5 since it made me tingle. Because I've had hotter stuff that I don't get the endorphins. It's hotter because it's a tongue burn. And like mentally I kind of like a tongue burn. And I can handle it. But it's getting kind of overcast now. But throat burn, buddy, it's a wrap. If I get a throat burn, I can only tolerate it for so long, and it's just like it keeps climbing. It's rough. But maybe, I don't know, maybe some of it's mental. Like if you like it and you can handle a certain kind of pain, why would you get endorphins from it? But if you're uncomfortable and you're like, it needs to end, please let the pain end, then I don't know, maybe your brain's like, all right, sending endorphins. I'm not always so lucky, or ever really that lucky. I'd say just now my pain did significantly drop. I don't get any euphoria out of it. It's just the pain goes down. And then when I had the Tiberius and I was out there kneeling down, regretting my decisions, the pain at some point, it just ceased. But there was no rush. I wasn't like, high or anything. It was just the pain stopped. So I don't know. Maybe your brain knows just how much to give you. Maybe I'm not pushing hard enough. Maybe you got to push so hard that you get an endorphin dump and not just endorphins. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to push harder. But my stomach limits me. I don't like to sit here and be in the fetal position. I mean, I got to work and stuff. So this is not my full-time job, and I will not treat it like it's a full-time job. So I do this for fun. I do this to kind of document and kind of taste. I just want to taste new peppers and document it for other people who are thinking of growing it, thinking of trying it. Because I know that when I used to look up seeds, I'm like, man, all these rare varieties, no one's reviewed them. So kind of took it into my own hands, and that's where we're at. So, I mean, you can type on YouTube Pimenta Bela Purple. I haven't done it, but I don't think there's going to be too many reviews of it. So you're welcome. Doing it for you and me. Doing it for me too, Get me a little archive going. Anyway, so if you want some seeds from that, like I said, check the description. I'll put any history from the pepper that I find that I didn't list. I'll put a link to matchpeppers.com for these seeds, and I'll also link Fox Peppers if you want to get them directly from the source and creator. Either one works. So, all right, thanks for watching.